It's kind of difficult because there isn't that set firm criteria. It's not like the Power 30 where we could say, or like the Forbes 400 richest people where you can say like, these are the richest people for sure. But that said, some of the criteria obviously we want to consider as we look through these like 50 plus names is they're making a meaningful contribution to their community and or they're outstanding in their field, whether it's music or politics or blogging or whatever. Avoid redundancies, so like obviously there's a huge list of activists, humanitarians. We don't want 30 of those. We want to consider our audience obviously, so they need to be people that we think our audience wants to read about, people that haven't necessarily been covered in the mainstream media before or other media in Winnipeg. There's a lot of minnows on the list, so if we can 33% limit may be tough. Definitely no more than 45 was the mathematical breakdown Jeff and I came up with.
That's the other thing you want to do, like, I mean, obviously not every one of those persons is an activist, so we need to narrow in on, is there a certain group of people we're missing out in the list? Like, last year we had Jamil Mahmood, who Jamil Mahmood works at Merck, Magnus Elias Rec Center, and he works with the kids basically, like in the area and planning activities. And then there's someone else, could be raising funds for the Red Cross, or someone else could have, I don't know, helping communities organize community gardens or something like that. So activists is kind of like, it's a pretty general term on that.
Are they like business owners though? Like, it would be cool to have a few business owners in there that are
they're in the entrepreneur section. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas for sort of entrepreneurial stuff.
I like Shoni Schuckster-Latinsky just because like the car co-op is a really interesting initiative, and 2 people suggested her, so clearly there's already people who feel strongly about her. I mean, she is one of the many activists we've got on there.
And her Nils, Vic.
Yeah, throw Nils on there.
Yeah. And that's also good because it's sort of, it's relatively timely kind of thing. Like Parler's relatively new and a bit of a craze.
Sarah Michelson. And I think that's a great candidate as well, like just looking at kind of the diversity of things she's involved with.
How do we want to categorize that? Because I put it up under musician. She's not like, she doesn't play saxophone or anything, but she DJs. She's a DJ mostly, but then she's also in the list that's around there. She's sort of, I think, community organizer, and she's art scene, sort of like a Winnipeg sort of.
I'd say music just because it's what she's best known for, but obviously in these write-ups we want to highlight everything.
I think that the readers kind of want to see some people that they know in the list too. They kind of want to see themselves in the list.
So like the Winnipeg Arcades project, does that count as 4 people? Or does it count as 1?
Yeah, who's involved in that one again?
Owen Taves, Noni Bryn-Jolson, Ryan Trudeau, and Patrick Dunford.
Like if we did it like last year, it would count as 4 people.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, last year the duos counted as 2. Yeah.
Oh, we can change it up.
It depends on how many people we get, right?
No,
like if we cut a whole bunch. I'm pretty sure the duos are 1.
Yeah, I think the duos are 1.
Want to put some money on it? Red,
I was looking at it last night. Did you just count them as 2 in terms of the overall count?
Are we gonna limit? Oh, yep, takes it. Unless.
We were looking for more entrepreneurs, and I was just thinking about those 2 ladies behind Oh So Lovely Vintage.
How old are they?
We've had like 52 names on the list now, right? Like we've got to cut someone.
Anika?
She was the Canadian youth delegate. Yeah, which is funny because she's from Germany.
Yeah.
She's like cares more about our environment than we do. Yeah. Like I swear she does. And she raised all the money to get herself to Brazil or somewhere. Like I can't remember, like South America. I don't remember. It was somewhere. And she was the delegate for.
Yeah, so she was reporting from there about that.
I mean, I've talked to her about it because I was like, why are you staying here? But it is an interesting story.
Jody Lane.
Suggested by United Reader. All this stuff about her personality is not really.
Well, that's sort of like that's what it's all about here, though.
Well, what's this Hollaback Winnipeg thing?
Isn't that one of those like the cheerleading?
Communication director for the
Radical
Women's Network.
Oh, the radical cheerleading.
I feel like the musicians though we're not giving them such stringent like qualifications as like the humanitarians. Like, oh, he just went to Africa and did this, but he plays bass. So,
Really good at playing bass.
Yeah.
Well, that-
part of the criteria to remember, like for Julian, like Julian is, insofar as, you know, a young musician in Winnipeg, he is like the pinnacle for that thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, he's not rescuing orphans out of a war zone, but he's in what he's
Outstanding
trained to
skills.
do and what
Yeah.
he went to school to do and what he
He's
loves
the
to do.
best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
Filmmakers.
I think Tyler Funk should definitely.
I really like his photography. Like it's very distinct. Like you can tell when you're looking at one of his pieces. Kevin Bacon.
He organized the what's it called, horror cinema Winnipeg, which took over from the short film Massacre. So he's big into horror film in Winnipeg, and he took taking on other gigs too. Like he filmed the Sheepdogs Canadian tour recently.
This was a really good meeting, I think. Jeff and I will compile the names and we'll maybe
Or
send
do
out
you-
an email.
You've got a list, working list?
By my calculations, we've got 31 people.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good
But that's
job, team.
counting Winnipeg Arcades as one person.
Yes,
But
which
that's
we
not
just
one
said.
entry.
This would have been much better with beer.
This meeting?
Yeah.
We're taking a photo for the 30 under 30. We're just assembling a whole group of people, putting the list together, and getting them to talk and mingle. Snap a few photos. Should be easy.
Check out the Uniter 30 on newsstands and online at uniter.ca.